What is going on, everyone? MikeO back doing a mail day recap. And it's hard to believe we're already in the second half of the Major League Baseball season. All-Star break has come and gone. National League won the All-Star game. Vlad Jr. won the Home Run Derby. The Phillies actually had a little bit of representation and made a bit of a difference in the All-Star game. Rob Thompson was the manager, as the Phillies are the defending National League champions. Nick Castellanos scored the tying run following a walk and a home run by MVP Elias Diaz. And Craig Kimbrell closed the game out and got a save. So pretty neat to see. High hopes for the Phillies in the second half. They are just on the outside looking in of the postseason if the season were to end today. They were in the third spot and then fell out. They lost their last two to the Marlins, and the Giants leapfrogged them by half a game. But they've been playing very well recently. Hopefully that trend continues. The last couple years here, they've played much better in the second half than the first half. So hopefully, again, that trend continues. We'll see if they get a little help in the next few weeks. They've been a lot of chatter about them, being very aggressive, and Dave Dombrowski is generally aggressive towards the deadline. So we'll see if they either get a big name or just fine-tune some pieces around. A lot of things in the works with them. We'll see if Bryce Harper can play first base or not. Should be fun. Just obviously would love to see them back in the postseason. Of course, it's going to take a good second half because the National League is a lot of competition in the National League this year. A lot of very good teams. I think the division is out the window because the Atlanta Braves have just been ridiculous. They had absolutely amazing first half, but we'll see. I'm enjoying following the entire sport. Anyway, this is not a huge mail day, but selection of stuff I've picked up and wanted to share it with you, show it off. And as I get ready for the upcoming National, less than 2 weeks away, which is crazy. So this is going to be all Phillies pickups for the collection. And that's a great way to focus, is to either player collect or team collect. And not that I don't like keeping everything and collecting everything. And I'll definitely keep some rookies from this year, and I'll pick up some just cards of players I like. But the laser focus is more so on the Phillies stuff. And this is kind of a selection. Cheap stuff to pricier stuff. Got some Topps Now cards and such. So show off these finest flashbacks. Pick these up in a little lot. This is a Bryson Stott rookie. This is a refractor. The refractors are not numbered. Previous finest flashbacks were stated print runs of 50 on the refractors. Not positive if that's the case. This year, I haven't confirmed that, but I do feel like they kind of came close to the same number as the gold refractors, which are also numbered to 50, might be even the same odds. So it's a small print run. Every now and then you can get these pretty cheap. People don't necessarily realize the print runs on them or how tough they are. So very cool. Stotts had a really nice first half of the season, hitting right around 300. Underrated player. Not crazy power or anything, so he's not going to get as much notice by the general public. And here's Nick Castellanos gold refractor. Gold refractors are serial numbered to 50. Castellanos, all-star for the Phillies this year, had a pretty rough 2022 season. Started out okay, and then I still think he sustained some sort of injury. I mean, yeah, you get in a funk and it can snowball, but he was just had a complete power outage late last year. Finished the year with like 13 home runs and 25 doubles, and he's already at or eclipsed those numbers this year. So it's really nice to see. He's been one of the more consistent hitters for the Phillies this year. So great to see Castellanos back on track. So picked up those two finest flashbacks right here. This is just a cool, I actually stopped at the bank. This is just a pocket schedule, which I was never one to collect pocket schedules, and I kind of regret not keeping some or picking some up as a kid. But this one, I just happened to see it on the counter, and I was like, wow, that image is just amazing. Just one of those moments that you'll always remember. There's certain moments from runs, from games that just lock into your mind. And the Hoskins home run off of Spencer Strider, bat slam, you know, definitely does that. And one of those moments where you start to really like, when you look back on it, you're like, yeah, that was one of those moments where you started to believe, like, hey, this team's on a bit of a special run. And there was so much emotion in this. It was the Phillies' first home playoff game in over a decade. The Phillies, you know, while having moderate success against the Braves last year, holding their own, they really just got shut down time and time again. They just couldn't touch Spencer Strider. And that moment where it was a tie game and you know, the Phillies took the lead on the home run by Hoskins, just the emotion, I mean, it's pretty special. I mean, you had to watch the game, and it's one of those things you'll always remember where you were at and what you were doing during that moment as a Phillies fan. So, just a cool thing there. And this is part of that bat slam moment. This is the 2023 Top Series 1 Golden Mirror Image Variation Super Short Print. These are, this is clearly a popular one. And Series 1, honestly, dried up. There's a few I passed on because I'm trying to do the full Philly set for my Phillies Ultimate Tops team set binder. They dried up. They are tough to find. There are a few that I could have gotten at decent prices that I either missed at auction or, you know, you're buying other stuff and you're trying not to overspend and you pass on, and now all of a sudden you can't find them. Got this one at a solid price though. The Rhys Hoskins. Obviously, Hoskins stuff. Some of his common stuff has gotten pretty easy to pick up due to the fact he's not playing this year. But this one is definitely super popular. And the Series 2 ones, there's still some I have not actually seen yet. And a few I've only seen one of. So those image short prints are tough. Here's another one. This one's from Series 2, Dalton Guthrie. Picked this one up. Obviously, I'm doing the Phillies set. Guthrie was on the 2022 team last year, was actually on some of the postseason rosters. This year, he was up and down a little bit, not a ton of success. They just ran out of room for him on the roster with some of the different call-ups and guys getting healthy. So he was actually traded to the Giants for cash consideration. So he is no longer with the Phillies. But obviously I wanted the card anyway. I was able to nab that one pretty cheap. All right, some Tops Nows. We'll show off some of these Tops Nows. It's Cody Clemens, his first Phillies card. He now has a finest autograph. This is actually the purple variation. I have a base card as well because I do the Tops Now in the binder as well, every one that comes out. Some of the color variations I'll keep if I really like them. Others, like this purple one, I'll probably sell because I'm not that big on the purple parallels. But Cody Clemens from his walk-off hit. We got Kyle Schwarber. So I was at this game with Ed and also my sister and brother-in-law. So it's always cool when you're at a game and they make a Tops Now card. That's always a must buy. So I actually picked up a 10-pack of these. Ed's getting one from me. And then obviously I'm tossing one in the binder set. This is one that I'll definitely have a top-loaded version as well. And then I'll give one to my sister and brother-in-law as well. So cool moment. June 9th. Fourth career walk-off for Schwarber. So very cool. And then, so I got two for JT Realmuto. So this is a bonus. These are awesome. You get these bonuses if you order the preseason set, which the preseason set this year, the road to opening day set, was very lame. Previous years, it was a little bigger set, so you got some more, just some different players. This year, it was like 10 cards maybe, so it was all the same guys who are in every product. But if you order it, you get special bonuses if your team throws a no-hitter or if they're in first place, I think, at the beginning of the season, the end of the season. Cycles is one of them, and JT Realmuto hit for the cycle, first Phillies player in 19 years. So that's awesome. One of those that I'm sure the production numbers are not huge, and it just, like, it presents well. It's awesome. So super happy to have that. And then, of course, I ordered the cycle card right after they made it. And this is a first for me. I've gotten some of the color parallels. This is a first. So let's take a look. Because I just saw it and then I didn't really do much with it. I had to pull a couple of these out for guys who grabbed some. There you go. See that gold border? 1 of 1. So the Realmuto Cycle 1 of 1 card is currently owned by me. So that's pretty cool. That's one that take a look at it. Maybe I'll send that in for grading. And it's, I don't know, it's a card I don't really intend on getting rid of, but and not that that's not like the Topps Now 1 of 1's never gonna be as popular or go for as much as say a Topps Chrome or something like that. But it is pretty cool and it is unique, so it certainly has some value. So it's something like I'm not super in love with the card, so I could see myself maybe moving on from it someday, but it is definitely cool to get, and especially being it's a bonus. All right, other stuff. We got an Aaron Nola Panini Contenders college card from LSU. This one was actually gifted to me by Peril, who participates in a lot of my auctions. So I appreciate that, Peril. Here's another Series 1 Golden Mirror Image Variation Super Short Print, Kyle Gibson. And Gibson was solid for the Phillies in his time there. They acquired him in 2021 at the trade deadline. He was an all-star for the Rangers in 2021. With the Phillies, he actually had some really good starts, and they needed a few really poor starts, which inflated his ERA over 5. But he was decent for the Phillies. And then in 2022, started off really well, and then struggled later in the year. So he ended up finishing with a 5 ERA, but actually pitched some decent innings, some important innings during the postseason, even if they were behind a bit, just to kind of save the rest of the bullpen. So I appreciate Kyle Gibson for being a part of the 2022 Phillies team. Obviously a longtime Twin. And this card just looks great. Bedlam at the bank. So this image would have been taken during the World Series because Bedlam at the bank kind of became a big saying after the Bryce Harper home run and the call made by Scott Fransky. So I just feel like this is a pretty cool card. It's not super expensive. It's not cheap. I mean, it's, probably 100 times the price of what a Kyle Gibson card realistically should go for. But I was going to get it regardless for the set. But I don't know. I think it's a cool card for Phillies fans to try and add to the collection if they can get it at a good price. Which, if you hold out, you can, if you make enough offers or watch for the occasional auction, and those do not go to auction that much, you can probably get it at a fair price. All right, last few pickups. We got a Bryce Harper. This is an insert from Topps Chrome. I think it's Topps Chrome Sonic. One of the offshoots of Chrome. Expose Bryce Harper. Cool looking card. Tad off center, but nice one for the collection. Here's another Finest Flashbacks. This is the Protector parallel. These are serial numbered to 10, so numbered 6 out of 10. Luke Williams, who had an amazing moment for the Phillies in 2001. I think I got this for like $4 or $5, serial numbered to 10, so I couldn't turn that down. I am semi doing the Finest Flashback run. I'm doing as many as I can. I know I'm not going to get all the super fractors or anything, but every now and then when I find the color parallels, if they're at a good price, I will pick them up. Here's just a cool looking Ricky Bottalico, 1997 Pinnacle. Museum Collection parallel. Bottalico, 1996 All-Star with the Phillies, having 34 saves. And I mean, just the parallel, the shine on that is sensational. It's an oddball Kurt Schilling. I'd never seen this before. Commanders of the Hill. So that one was put out by Topps and Coca-Cola. So since 1992 game record. Started out in the bullpen and eventually moved his way into the rotation. Had a really strong year, 2.35 ERA that year. National League team ERA leader. So that's awesome. Got a Ryan Howard Blue Mini Diamond Refractor from Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary, numbered to 199. Ryan Howard still hitting dingers. Had 2 home runs during the celebrity softball game this year. I tend to watch that every year, believe it or not. I don't know. I used to watch it as a kid. I always find it fun to see some of the legends play. It's on YouTube now, so it's not long. You just have it on this extra screen. I mean, some ridiculousness to it as well, but it was kind of fun to see Howard step in the box again. Granted, hitting underhand pitching and a shorter fence, but fun regardless. Just one of those things you have on that, you don't care that much about, but you're entertained by. But a cool Ryan Howard, awesome player, super underappreciated at this point, both in Philadelphia and by the national media. Here's another Topps Now card, Aaron Nola, 29th double-digit strikeout game, ties Phillies legend. So that's a neat card there. A Zach Wheeler Topps Now card. And final pickup is a 2021 Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary Richie Ashburn 70th Anniversary Orange Yellow Refractor. So nice looking refractor there. Great eye appeal, left to right, top to bottom, overall pretty solid. Got a mint 9, which is just fine with me, and is numbered 13 of 25. Of course, if you send cards in for grading, you always want the 10 if you can get it, especially if it's a newer product. But if you have a chance to buy them at a little cheaper than a 9, you're going to take it. So super sweet Richie Ashburn. Just absolutely love that card. Definitely trying to do the entire run of this this card. I have the Superfractor in an SGC. Now I have the orange and yellow, and I have a stack of the other parallels that at some point I'd love to get graded. So that is it for the mail day. Looking forward to the second half of the season. Hopefully you are too. Comment below, let me know what you think of the pickups, and I will talk to you next time. Have a great one.